Welcome to 3D Learning, Animal Rights, Video 2. As we said earlier, pedigree and aesthetics are important to breeding pets. The issue is, pedigree is breeding the character and the color. Aesthetics is breeding for a special look somebody wants and pays big money for, but at the pet's health problems. Every pet has health problems at some point. Every breed has usually some kind of issues. But aesthetics ignores the pet itself and the health issues associated with things like pug, with the closed nose, and there's lots of breathing issues. So, should we breed just for pedigree, or should we encourage aesthetics? And we want to look at that, because don't animals have a right to some kind of health and quality of life? That's the end goal debate. This is step 2. Discovery. What can we know about the title? In the introduction, we talked about the title, and it's the first point of information. So it's about gleaning information, collecting. Gleaning is collecting information from the smallest of inputs. The title is the smallest input, but stands as the entrance to a longer path. It's at this point that a person decides to open the door, pursue the fuller story, or to keep it closed. So, in this, because we've chosen the story, we want you to open the door to the title. The title is that door. The door to the rest of the story. The door to more information. The door to interest. So, maybe you're not interested at all. But because you are here, try to take an interest. Try to think critically about the issue. Choosing to move on will be the impetus to the discussion, the beginning. It is the driving energy to discussion. Discovering how to search for relevant information will lead to better understanding and discussion. Relevant, when you open that door, you find information that is about specifically your argument, specifically about the topic. And when you start reading more, you start reading wider, you start looking at different blogs or websites, you get a better understanding, and then you can have a better discussion. The following statements are given to begin the generation of ideas. So, I've given you a few ideas, and hopefully you can make some more of your own. So here's the title. The very cute, totally disturbing tale of the American It dog. Well, cute, we all know cute. Disturbing tale, that means a tale is a story. It's a sad story. It's a sad story. It should make us think a little bit. Disturbing makes you think. That's disturbing. Of the American It dog. And what is an it? An it is, pedigree is a specific breed, shape, color, character, all those things. So, what do we know from the title? It's about dogs. It says dog. People are crazy about special traits. And it doesn't say that, but maybe disturbing tale is about special traits that people are crazy about. It's about American, Canadian, European dogs. A dog is a dog. This is American dog. Now, it doesn't mean that the dog isn't in America, isn't in Europe or Canada or South America or Australia even Korea. It just means that this is an American idea, and maybe it can be European and Canadian. It's about people traveling with dogs. It doesn't say that there. So maybe it's not about that. I just put 4 ideas, and you choose. Which ones are true for you? Now, this is not what do my friends know. This is about what's me. What do I think? Maybe I know nothing about the idea, because maybe you don't like dogs. Maybe you don't like pets. I have friends that don't like pets. They are allergic to different kinds of pets, so they really don't like pets. I love dogs. Maybe, is that true? I know other friends that really love their dog, just like their own sister or brother, their own child. People go crazy about dogs. I have a few like that. They buy all kinds of, dresses and pants and underwear. They wear diapers. People go crazy about dogs. What about you? Are you crazy about dogs? I'm not. I love dogs, but I don't want one as a pet. It is only in America? Well, the title says it's American. But maybe it's not American. Maybe it's global. So what's true for you? Is that what you think? Now, those are just, those are my ideas. What are your ideas about the title and the topic? What do you know about the topic? About purebred and aesthetics? Write 4 ideas. And you want to write them, bring them to the next class. Talk about them with your team, with your classmates. During this discovery of new information, whet the appetite. Whet is to sharpen, like we said before. Sharpen the appetite. Get hungrier. Get hungrier. You want to know more. That's whet the appetite. Become hungrier for information so you can explore ideas and find out, what about motivation? Why do people want what they want? What are the goals of this story? When you read the story, what do you think the goals are? Pluses and minuses. What's the plus and minus of aesthetics or breeding? Just it costs more and people think, wow, you have a lot of money. Maybe not. General interest discussion. You can talk about other things. Okay? So note-taking will create a strong foundation to expand later. Find information about all those things. And then write them down in a notebook, as I said before, or in a file folder on your computer or your phone. Write them down. Remember, keep the reference. Where did you find it? So, the first question, what would make me buy something made just for me? That's general. That's what, aesthetics is. Aesthetic breeding is just for me. I want one color, I want the character, but what about anything? Just something made just for you. What would make you buy something just for you? My friend does a lot of custom leather work, so he does a lot of leather tooling, and he does it just for different people. Special logo, special this. So, what would make you buy something just for you? Another one, have you ever wanted something special in a pet? Maybe you don't like to have pets. I don't like pets. I don't have a pet. But, have you ever wanted something special in a pet? If I had a pet, you can ask yourself, if I don't like pets, but if I had a pet, and so, no, why not? Yes, what did you wish for? So answer those questions. You have lines in the book, just like this. Next, separate your ideas into groups. So you have lots of ideas. Now you have 4 different ideas, 4 different categories. And why is this important? Because every time you find new information, you put it into one of these categories. You read a new story, put it in the category. You have new information, somebody talks to you, you have information, put it into the category. These are my categories, you make your own categories. Don't just copy and paste, I want you to think here. I made 4 so that you can understand. You make your own. Having created ideas, okay, and discussion notes about the topic, read the story, fitting the ideas into groups of possible arguments. So now you have groups of arguments. In the story you're going to have arguments, for and against. Read the story, no stopping, and then the second time, put your arguments into your categories, the ones that you put here. Follow the steps outlined, and I'm not sure that we have them here. In the book, they will be outlined below. A list of words you may not know is given, that's vocabulary. Add more information to each to enable your understanding. I made the definitions for the vocabulary, and that will be in video 3. But when you find video 3, you find the vocabulary, write your own definition. Don't look in the dictionary. The story will tell you what it means. Don't look in the dictionary. Just write your own understanding. And in groups, focus on the 5 paragraphs. There are 5 paragraphs. There are 10, I think, or maybe more. And if you have a large group, give them sets of paragraphs. And then have students share the ideas. So let's say you have a large group. One group does 5 paragraphs. One group does the other 5 paragraphs. And then you get together and you share ideas and have students, you should take notes. Note taking is very, very important. In this section, in the next section, in the next video 3 is reading. It's followed by critical thinking and develop quick outlines and build vocabulary. So that's where we're going. A list of possible ideas are there. There are maybe more vocabulary that you don't know. Highlight them. Write them. Add to your vocabulary. But don't do it from the dictionary. Just do it from the story and your thinking. Make definitions without. That's important because when you are doing a debate, you find new information, new word, you don't know what it is, you have to quickly think, what is it, and write it down. So we want to start practicing already. It's crucial to have that quick thinking, the quick ideas. You have to have them in debate. When you hear them, you need to respond to them. And so we want to start that early. Thank you. And in video 3, we're going to do reading, as mentioned, and vocabulary. And what you did here, if you go back, you have to do these, make your own ideas here. Fill out the answers to this. So you have 2 questions, and that's what you do. You're getting ready for the reading. Thank you very much. Till video 3. See you then.